Technology transforms our work, shifting talent dynamics change the worker, and organizations develop new tactics to thrive in this ever-changing environment.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our HR Trends video for 2025. We conducted hundreds of hours of research to surface these 3 themes and the underlying 11 trends in human resource management for 2025.
In this video, we're giving you insights to stay ahead of the curve as these trends shape our careers, our businesses, and our lives. Let's dive in.
Love it or hate it, AI is everywhere. That's why our first trend is from AI adoption to AI adaption. Companies like Google, Meta and Microsoft pour billions into AI, pushing its integration into everyday work processes. This shift is creating a sense of uncertainty amongst employees, leaving HR in a tough spot as it balances the push for cost efficiency with workforce anxiety over AI disruption. HR teams that take control by experimenting with AI, upskilling the workforce and redesigning the most affected jobs enable their organizations to achieve AI readiness while adapting to unavoidable technological shifts.
Speaking of AI, Eric, do you use it?
I'm a big fan, but that's not the case for many HR professionals.
Yet. That brings us to our second trend, AI in HR. Overhyped or underestimated. Despite the astronomical hype around AI, HR adoption lags.
Only 12% of HR departments regularly use generative AI.
So, while HR is expected to lead this technological transformation, it fails to enable its own AI uptake. Gen AI makes HR professionals more productive and provides a better employee experience. HR teams should promote an internal culture of AI literacy, experimentation, and continuous learning. This equips HR to harness AI's full potential and implement responsible AI strategies, balancing risk and reward.
AI is massively impacting how we work, which brings us to our third trend, the tipping point for the skills mismatch. 60% of our jobs will be automated or augmented. Yet most organizations struggle to identify the critical skills needed to cope with this change. The result is unfilled jobs and a threat to future growth and innovation. Leading-edge HR integrates AI with human skills. This requires deconstructing traditional jobs, identifying the tasks that can be automated, and upskilling employees for more complex, value-driven roles. By doing so, HR ensures a resilient workforce equipped to drive future innovation and growth.
Our next trend is the blue-collar and new-collar jobs boom. Gen Z is less interested in prestigious jobs, opting for the security of skilled blue-collar work. At the same time, emerging high-tech fields like robotics and AI are giving rise to new-collar jobs that require advanced skills, but not necessarily degrees. Think cybersecurity architects or software developers. These workers often gain their skills through certifications or hands-on learning. HR departments that effectively address this workforce's needs with relevant training programs and reduced pay discrepancies are helping their organizations win the war for talent.
Neely, what do Cher, Maggie Smith and Dolly Parton have in common?
Tell me.
All 3 of them are over 75 and still working their tails off. That's what our next trend is about, the golden age of the silver worker. Due to increasing life expectancy and low birth rates, people over 75 are the fastest growing workforce segment. This is because work gives meaning and provides social connections, but also because it pays the bills. Organizations that confront ageism and underrepresentation are reaping the benefits of silver workers in their ranks, including higher engagement, satisfaction, and greater productivity fueled by age diversity.
Now, Eric, we're halfway through our trends, and the next one impacts 42% of the workforce, a group with the power to turbocharge a stumbling economy: women. We're calling it the women's equity effect. World Bank statistics show that global GDP would increase a staggering 20% by closing the gender equity gap. Yet women continue to face unique challenges at work. Persistent issues like inflexible work practices, inadequate recognition of menstrual and menopausal health challenges, fewer leadership opportunities, and pay inequity continue to hinder progress. HR teams who proactively consult the business to go beyond compliance, address pay disparities, and create leadership opportunities are leading the way.
That brings us to trend 7, looming organizational anxiety. This is the stress everyone in the organization feels when the future is especially unclear. Economic uncertainty, layoffs and low consumer confidence result in water cooler talk that drives stress, triggering employees to nest, also known as the big stay. HR departments that adjust their talent management practices by focusing on high performers and developing critical skills in-house, ease tensions, boost effectiveness, and stay ahead of the competition.
This takes us to the next trend. HR execution is king. Strategic HR is often seen as the pinnacle of HR work, but smart execution of HR policies and initiatives is equally critical to organizational success. Mismanaged return-to-office mandates, layoffs with outsized impact, or acquisitions that go wrong are rooted in tactical failure. HR is most successful when it balances strategy with well-executed policies, processes, and daily practices. HR teams who do this consistently by ensuring clear communication, meticulous planning, and agile response to challenges can demonstrate value and effectively change the HR narrative in the organization.
Neely, what do you think of when you hear the word embedded?
Deeply rooted, built in, fully integrated.
That describes our next trend nicely, the embedded HR professional. 53% of CEOs say that they don't get enough advice from HR. We are seeing a rise in HR teams actively participating in business solutions rather than pushing HR solutions to the business. 2025 is the year of embedded HR, where just like a financial controller sets and manages a department's budget, HR sets the people guardrails, builds competence, and then holds managers responsible for great people management. Here's why it's important. Organizations with embedded HR professionals have HR solutions aligned with business objectives that drive more value, innovation, and productivity.
We're closing in on the last few trends. Number 10 is the antifragile worker. The past 5 years have had more change than the last 20 combined, sparking a mental health crisis. Right to disconnect laws are emerging as employers rethink well-being to support mental health. 2025 is the year organizations shift from supporting resilience to fostering growth through challenges. HR's role in upskilling, reskilling, and continuous learning is pivotal as these efforts support an environment of anti-fragility. This helps workers adapt and organizations become more agile, both crucial for navigating an uncertain future.
Our final trend is employee engagement 2.0. After a decade of measuring and attempting to improve employee engagement with HR policies and billions in annual investments, the needle hasn't moved. These approaches are failing. We're seeing a shift from superficial perks to engagement-boosting basics like fair pay, decent work, clear roles, and transparent communication. HR teams that address real employee needs create a more resilient and motivated workforce, driving better business outcomes in challenging times.
And with that, Eric, we come to the end of our 11 HR trends for 2025. Which trend do you think will impact HR the most? Let us know in the comments.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about these trends, check out our full HR Trends article. The link is in the description.
Bye.
Bye-bye.